who never slumbers. We glorify your name. Hallelujah. Ọba tí kìí sùn, ọba tí kìí sùn, mo júbà rẹ o, Ọlọ́run yẹ. Ọba tí kìí sùn, ọba tí kìí sùn, mo júbà rẹ o, Ọlọ́run yẹ. I will always worship you, Lamb of God upon that throne, Emmanuel. You will never leave me, Lord. You alone will I adore, Emmanuel. I will always worship you, Lamb of God upon that throne, Emmanuel. You will never leave me, Lord. You alone will I adore, Emmanuel. Oh, ọba tí kìí sùn, yeah, ọba tí kìí sùn, Adani, Malakeni, ọba tí kìí sùn, ọba tí kìí sùn, níwájú rẹ̀.
I will always worship you, Lamb of God upon the throne, Emmanuel. Oh God, you will never leave me alone. You will know that I adore,
Everybody,
Emmanuel.
lift your voice and say, to the one who never sleeps, who never slumbers.
Everybody,
We glorify your name.
such a delight to be here again. Let us take some
Ọba
time for
tí
others to
kìí
join us.
sùn, ọba tí kìí sùn, mo júbà rẹ o, Ọlọ́run yẹ. Ọba tí kìí sùn, ọba tí kìí sùn, mo júbà rẹ o, Ọlọ́run yẹ. I will always worship you, Lamb of God upon that throne, Emmanuel. You will never leave me, Lord. You alone will I adore, Emmanuel. I will always worship you, Lamb of God upon that throne, Emmanuel. You will never leave me, Lord. You alone will I adore, Emmanuel. Oh, ọba tí kìí sùn, yeah, ọba tí kìí sùn, Adani, Malakeni, ọba tí kìí sùn, ọba tí kìí sùn, níwájú rẹ̀.
I will always worship you, Lamb of God upon the throne, Emmanuel. Oh God, you will never leave me alone. You will know that I adore, Emmanuel.
Good evening, everybody. It's good to be back again. I think this is going to be our first series this year, 2023. And I'm so thankful and grateful for this privilege, for this opportunity to be here again this year. So How is it going at your end? I hope the situation in the country is not biting so hard on you. I hope you are coping. How is your mental state? I believe that the Lord is for us, and this is the era in which those that know their God shall be strong and do exploits. So I want to encourage you to hold on to God tightly, because we know that this too shall pass. So how was your service today? Did you go to church? How was your choir administration today? Feel very free to share with me, and let's just interact while we just give 1 or 2 minutes for others to join us. Today is going to be a wonderful, inspiring day. I can feel it already. Yes, I can feel it already. So I want you to flash, remind, call every choir member or intending choir member you know. They have to be here. We have so much to learn today. We have so much to learn, and I know that by the time we are done, a lot will have been added to us. I'm particularly excited about today because I'm having a wonderful guest this evening, and I know you know him. He's somebody that has inspired me personally, somebody that has mentored me from afar through his teachings, his lessons, his write-up, and he has been an icon in the industry, and I know that he's going to leave a lot of things in your heart that you will think about, you will be impacted with, and be inspired. So let me just give 1 more minute for others to join, because we need to go straight to what we have today. Yes, Tommy Tush is already in the house. I can see him already. We call him the tall man with the worry music. He is the CEO of MD Music, and trust me, that music school, if you have not been part of it, you need to be part of it. There are so many teachings that will transform you holistically, 360 degree. Yes, he has a new book out. We'll talk about that shortly. Yes, so I just want to give a little bit of time a little bit of seconds, because we are not wasting time at all. The title today, we are going to be talking about before you join the choir, and I know that this is something that is very important. You see a choir from afar, you admire the choir, you just can't wait to just jump in. And there has been so many cases of people going into the choir, and few days or few weeks down the line, they are regretting. Some are stopped. They don't even know how to go out again, because it's like what they dreamed about is not what they can see. So it's going to be a full topic in which we are going to really address it. This is the beginning of the year. We are just in February, and I know many will be in that state of decision. Okay, I need to serve God. I need to do this. I need to join a choir in unit. I need to use my giftings to serve God. I need to, take it a bit further. And you are wondering and thinking, what are the signs to look out for? How do I know this is the best choir for me? What are the things? What's the choir all about? So many questions will come to your heart, and some are just clueless of what to expect. So I believe that at the end of this chat, we'll be able to really have a deep understanding of what this is all about. And as many who are in the choir already, you are able to really know what you are doing there, why you are there, and the decision from now on. So without wasting much of your time, I want you to put your hands together, my people, and jam those hands together and help me welcome. Please welcome me very well for me. Okay? The tall man in Nigeria, where they worry me, the only one I know, the tallest of all, the MD of all MDs, the MD to MDs, the coaches to coaches. Join me as I bring up Tommy Tush. Hey! I do have my shaker here. Hey! Oh my God. Yes.
Good day, ma.
Ooh.
Happy New Year.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good
Good
to
evening.
you.
Same to you. Finally, we get to do this. Yes, I know you have been
Yeah,
so
yeah.
busy. I
So,
know he has been so busy. But still in the class. We were still in class yesterday. He's a
yeah.
very busy man of God, and took our time to be here today. I really count it as a privilege. Thank you so much for honoring our invite to be here. So I can see people
Thank
already,
you.
they're already clapping for
Thank you
you.
too, man.
You're welcome, Sam. You're welcome.
Hey, thank you, everyone. Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, everybody, welcome to today's class. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. So please feel free, everyone, to drop in your comments, your questions as we go on, and let's hear your feedback. If you can hear us clearly and all that, because we want everyone to be in full participation of what we are going to be speaking about today. So let's be attentive. I hope we have our notes and we are ready to learn. So let's write. So, Tommy Tush. I know that this topic is something that I have asked you on one-on-one before, and I've been in classes where you have taught this, and I see the great need for it. Before I brought you in, I was saying to the viewers that there have been cases of people who have been so excited about joining the choir, maybe just say choir administration, and wow, this is the choir, I am joining. Whether the devil likes it or not, and many have joined and just see that few weeks or few days after they have joined, they are in regret. Like, what is this? As in, they are not, they are not in sync, and there have been so many confusion, which has led to various choir dramas. And my first question to you this evening is the what are the things that we look out for before joining the choir? Let's hear what are the things to look out for before joining that fantastic, that wonderful, heavily anointed choir you see on Sunday where they sing the glory of the Lord comes down and like, wow, this must be the place. So over to you.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you for that question, man. Yeah, so I would say that everything starts from the place of prayer. All right, everything starts from the place of prayer. Now, I'm putting prayer first, not because.
I hope you can hear clearly. It's kind of breaking.
Can you all hear me now? Is it clear right now?
Okay, now we can hear. I think we can hear. If you can hear, please can we?
Is it
It's
clear?
clearer now. It was a bit breaking before. I think yeah. Go on, please.
All right. Okay. All right. So, like I was saying, it starts from the place of prayer, right? Prayer is where it all starts from. One of the things that you must always learn to do is that some places don't look, the way they look on the outside is not actually the way it.
Wow, we are having a lot of breaking. Tommy Tush, it's really breaking here. We're having a break. It's breaking. Can we all hear, please? Because a moment ago it was breaking. Can we all hear? Is it better now? Hello, people, talk to me. Can we all hear? Not really, not yet. It's not yet clear. It's still breaking. It's still breaking a bit. Not clear. Not clear. We can't hear.
Am I clear?
Yes, we can hear you now. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's clearer. Clearer. It's clearer. Go
Breaking
on.
is,
Go on.
if it's breaking, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. Oh, it's a Mayfield. It's a Mayfield. If it's breaking and you can't hear me clearly, it's not my fault. It's a Mayfield. Am I clear now? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Go on. Go on.
All right. So, like I was saying, the first thing you need to do is to pray. Now, because God may send you to a place or want you to be in a particular choir, and everything is not yet perfect, but you coming into that system as probably a singer or a MD or something will be what will change the course of things in the next couple of years, or it may be actually that place where God will shoot you. Now, understand this, and this is where many singers and many musicians miss it. We think that the choir that will actually shoot us musically is actually the choir where everybody's talking about. But that's not the way it works. Many of the churches that are big and established and seem to be the talk of town, they don't send you. In fact, I don't want to mention names. I can give you examples of people who have left a particular church, right, to go to some popular churches. When they get there, they will discover that there's a long queue. There's a long queue of people that are queuing to blow in that place. They are doing so many things. You know, it's called ass kissing. Sorry for using that word, ass kissing. Doing so many things to be in the good books of the pastor or of the minister in charge of music, so that when there's a next program, they'll be the one that will be that will be chosen, and all of those things. Things are happening. A lot of politics, dirty stuff are happening in many of these big churches you are looking at. So if you go there, you will just get messed up in a lot of things, and then the next thing you start saying is that I'm not going to church again. Church has a lot of drama. No, you are the one where prayer. That's what prayer does. Prayer helps you to prayer in the face of prayer. God will show you what is currently happening. He will show you what will happen. God may not even give you details, but you just discover that you are not clicking with that place. Something is just not. It's just put into my memory the story of the Israelites. Okay, when they were when they were left Egypt, and they were going, and they were hungry, and they needed food, and God gave them something that they were not used to, and they said, "What is this manna? What is this? What is this?" You know, but that was what they needed to be sustained, because the Bible says that that thing did not spoil, except on the days where they packed more than what God told them to pack. That was when it spoiled. So sometimes God will give you a job, God will give you a relationship, God will give you a church, and you are wondering, what is this? It doesn't look like what I want. But you see, that's actually the step to where God is going to take you through. All right. So prayer is very important. When I was going to join my church I'm currently in, I've been in this church right now for the last 18 years, right? This February it makes it 18 years I've been in that church. Now, I was going to a particular church before, and I saw that I was not being fed spiritually. I saw that I was losing out. I was becoming hungry. Things were not happening to me. I was just dying on my inside. I was a musician in that church. I was playing the drums, and they were paying me money every week. They were giving me 100 naira every Sunday. Now, before you laugh at me, 100 naira was a lot of money 18 years ago. 100 naira, I was a young guy, I was a teenager. 100 naira at that time would take me from my school, would take me to church, would bring me back. I would still have some change to buy donuts and fan ice. All right. So I was every day I was going to church because of that 100 naira, right? On the day I told myself that, look, how long will you continue to do this? How long will you continue to say that you are just going to church because of 100 naira? So I stayed back and I began to pray, God, give me a church that I would attend. And then a friend of mine told me that he was playing keyboard in a particular church, but he wasn't going to be able to go that Sunday because he had exams. And he said, can I go and fill in for him? And then I went there. Right, I went there to play keyboard, to fill in for him. And the moment I heard my pastor preach, I knew that this was the church. Right now, the rest is history. In that place, I've been built spiritually, I've learned leadership, I've been able to practice my music, I've been able to do a lot of things. Many of the things you know me to do today, many of the things I'm doing right now is because of the fact that I was under that leadership. When I joined that church, they didn't have anything. There was no lights, there was nothing. The music was nothing. We just had one drums, one keyboard, no bass, guitar, no guitar, nothing. All right. But this is where God wanted me to be. All right. So you need to be sensitive. Okay. That's why as a musician, as a music minister, you need to be sensitive to hear God. Where do you want me to be? The second thing that you need to do is that also personally have a vision for your music, because the church that you attend, the choir that you join, has a lot to do with where you are going to get to musically. All right. But if you don't have a sense of vision, then you just join yourself with anybody. You just join yourself with any choir. You just join yourself with any place, because you don't have any sense of vision. There's nothing driving you. So many of you join a choir and you discover that where the choir is going, the choir is carrying you where you don't know, because you yourself, you are not even sure of where you are going. So you discover that where you are going and where the choir is going is totally different. Okay, you have a vision to go into Afro pop music, to go into rap, to go into alternative, all this kind of music and all of that, and then you join a church that only believes in classical music. There will be problem. There will be problem because the church is not wrong, you are not wrong, but you are in a wrong place. The choir is not wrong, you are not wrong, but you are in a wrong place. All right. So you can't get there now and say that they are not allowing me to do my music in this place. They are not really supporting me. They cannot support you because the vision of the church and their culture in that church does not tally with your own personal vision as a musician. So you must understand your own vision as a musician. You must know where you are going, because it will determine where you can join. All right. So because where your vision as a musician will actually will get better by the time you join a particular choir. So you must have that vision. You must have it clear. This is where I'm going, and so you will know, okay, where can I join that will help me to get where I'm going faster. Number 3. All right. Number 3 thing that you need to do is that you must do your research well. Do your research. Do your research. What is this place all about? This is where many of us miss it. Okay. You join a particular choir, and they say you should come and be MD. You do not ask question. The MD that was there before, where did he go to? What happened to that MD? All right, you must do your research. What happened to that MD? Why did that MD leave? There was a keyboardist that was there before. What happened to that keyboardist? Why did that keyboardist leave? There was a drummer that was there before. What happened to that drummer? Why did they leave? Don't just jump at it because, oh, the offer is good, the money is good. No, find out. Do your research. Find out about the pastor. Find out about what the church has been in the last 5 years, in the last 10 years. What is their culture? Do they support individual musicians? See, there are some churches that I will try not to mention names, right? I will try not to mention names, but there are some churches where if you join them, they are good. The choir is good. The music is good, but they will not allow you to do your personal stuff. They will not allow you to go out if you have ministrations. They will not allow you to post anything that it doesn't have to do with the church. And these churches are everywhere. So you need to do your research, do your findings, right? Why is it that this church is so good in music and yet there's no star among them? There's no artist coming out among them. Do your research. All right, find out what they do. Find out their culture. What are the things they practice there? Do you agree with it? Then can you submit to the pastor? Can you submit to the leadership? Very, very important. Can you submit? Because trust me, you are coming to that system. If you cannot submit, you can't come there and start changing things. You can't come there with the mindset that you want to change the way they do things. No, that's a very wrong unchristian mindset. You must come in to support the work. So the first thing I would say there is that if what they are doing there is not motivating enough for you to support, don't join. Don't join a choir because you want to change them. I hope you are hearing me clearly. Don't join a choir because you want to change their music. You are not omni-changer. You are not the over changer. I've said that many, many times. Don't join a choir because you want to change them. You'll be frustrated. They will frustrate you. If what they already have on board is not good enough for you to be part of and support, stay away. If you don't like what they are doing, stay away. All right? You must love what they are doing, and then you are coming to support the work, to support their mission. Okay, so in the process of supporting their work, you will now begin to see how what they are doing, they can now help what you are doing, and how they will now value what you are bringing. But if what they are doing is not good enough, it is not worth it. It's just like you get into a relationship, for example, and then you are saying that I'm going to marry this girl or marry this guy to change him. You are on a long thing, okay? Because people have been who they are. Somebody has been like that for the last 25 years of his life. You now want to change him in 2 years of dating. How would that work? How possible is that? All right. So you must first of all love what they are doing. Be ready to submit to the pastor, to the leadership of that place. Know the MD. Can you submit to the MD? Do you love the style of music they are doing? Because you can't get there now and saying that no, MD does not know music. He does not know music. No, you must be able to submit to that MD. If you can't submit, then don't join. All right. So when you do all these findings, the United job is: am I joining as a volunteer or as a paid staff? If you want to be paid, don't join in as a volunteer and then after like 3 months when you get it, you now say, I want to be paid. No, let your mission be clear. I'm joining this choir as a singer, but I want to join on a full-time basis. I want to be paid for it, and I want to be paid so thousands of naira. Okay, if you're not going to be paid, join in. If you are joining as a volunteer and they have paid staff and they bring in people that are paid, don't now come and start being angry that why are they paying some people that are not paying me? No, you join as a volunteer. You didn't say you wanted to be paid. These people say they wanted to be paid. All right, so there's nothing wrong in joining as a volunteer or as a paid staff. It depends on what you want and what the church wants. Some churches don't pay. Some churches will not even bring you in except you are coming on pay. They have their reasons, because they discover that if you are a volunteer, you will not give your all. You will not have time. They can call for the other 12 noon. Only paid staff can do that. All right. So what you need to do is ask yourself: I'm joining this choir. I'm a drummer. I'm a keyboardist. I'm a singer. I'm a soprano person. I'm an MD. I want to be paid. If you don't want to be paid, say it that I'm joining as a volunteer. Don't pay me, but I will come. I cannot have time to come for the other because of my work. Everybody understands. But don't now join as a volunteer and then after 6 months you're not saying, why are they not paying me? Why are they telling me to come so time? No, everybody is coming on their own time. So I think that if you can cross all these 5 or 6 things that I've mentioned right now, when you're joining a choir, there's no way you will miss it. All right, you won't miss it. And if anything will happen, you will know how to excuse yourself from that system. Wow. If anything happens.
Wow.
Thank you.
This is hot. I hope you are taking notes, because these are, I think, people perish because of lack of understanding and lack of knowledge. A lot of people have gone into systems, choir systems, with a different ideology, thinking of changing the process. I get there, I will change. You know quite all right that the choir standard is not up to you. It's way lower than you. But you have not decided to go there as a support. You are going there with a health changer mentality, and you get in there and you begin to cause drama and begin to cause kata. Now, another question I want to ask, Tommy Tush, for an intending choir member, how can an intending choir member use an audition as an advantage to know if he could join? Because most of the time people come into auditions with this mentality of I'm at the mercy of the choir, or they have to take me, so they want to impress and all that. And most of the time we don't ask the right questions and all that. So how do we? Because most of the time we don't really know the holistic view of the choir until we get into. So how do intended member, how can they use auditions as a tool to make up their minds?
Okay, so I would say that before you even go for auditions, do your findings. Because if you're a very good singer or a good musician, for example, if you go for auditions and you play, in fact, before you even go for auditions to play or to sing, you should have done your findings. Because there are some churches, for example, in Lagos where I live, there are some churches where their main focus is on maybe CCM music, Hillsong and all the likes. So if you come there and you are coming from a church like Redeem, where you are very good with high life and alujo, and you come there and you start doing alujo, and you have a good voice, they will appreciate you, but they may not take you into that choir because you are not doing the kind of music that they want. If you have a church, maybe there's a Redeemed church or a particular Winners Chapel or any other church that they value traditional indigenous music, and you come there and you start doing oh the overwhelming, they will like you, but they will want to see, can you do energetic music? So everything starts from doing your research well. Watch their service online. Find out somebody that knows somebody in that church, to find out what is the kind of music they like. How is the choir there? What is the system there? Their costume, how do they do all those things? Is it that do they victimize themselves? All of those things. Do your findings. All right. So by the time you now come for auditions, you are already like 50% sure whether you want to join or not. Audition is just for you to now show yourself that if you pick me, I'm coming. Audition is not the real thing. When you now get to your auditions, you will now probably see for real that, okay, I think I want to be here. I'm seeing the way they are doing things. I'm seeing the way they are doing things. While you are there, you ask questions. That's what you do. All right. You now ask them questions that probably you could not ask any other person until you got there. You ask them questions, you sing, you do what you want to do. And while you are doing all you are doing in your auditions, be looking out for non-verbal cues, right? All the gestures, be looking around. Body language, be watching out for it. There are many things they will not say with their mouth, but you can see it in the people. You're watching out for those things. They are very, very important. Watch out for all those body language, all those cues. That is how you make your decisions when you are in a proper audition environment.
Like for instance, I think your body language in the sense of, okay, maybe let's say we have like 5 panel or 6 panel, and then you see the way maybe one person is trying to ask the question, you see the way the other person is like calming it down, shortly. You could see already the drama going on. That's enough high pointer for you to know that if they can be doing this like that, that.
And then if there are other choir members around during the audition, look at the way they are reacting, the way they are looking. Are they welcoming? Because some choir members are already intimidated. That who is this one coming? Who does she think she is? She has the ordinary reckless love. She's already doing riffs and runs. Is that how they did it? So you already know that this place, if you enter like this, they will deliberately bench you and say, like, who do you think? Where are you coming from? Because you are coming from Potter's House Choir, you think you can come here and bench us. So all those things, they are watching out for you, because if you are a very good singer and you get into a place, they can frustrate your life so that you will not even hate God. You will not stop being a Christian because one choir member is frustrating your life.
Wow, Tommy Tush. Another thing that when the audition is being set for, like, let's say 9 o'clock, and people that will do the audition are strolling it by 11, 12. That means that choir rehearsals, when they say 4 o'clock, they're not going to start at 6. I think that's kind of all those points, like you said, but it's something that also should be looked at.
Yeah, is a no. Anytime you go to a place, you see, I've had to help a lot of choir different music teams and even churches to recruit choir members. Some I have regretted, some I have not. Okay, one of the things I've discovered many times is that when people get to a place, and you tell them and you see them strolling in, that these people, they will be late, or maybe you get there and they are not already keeping to their word. So they may tell you that we are going to pay you 200k. You are not sure. Maybe by the time after 2 months, they will cut it and they will give you 180, or they will start giving you 150, or they will change their word. So all those things. And I will also say that for those coming into a church as a paid staff, always ask for an employment letter, a formal letter. Don't do word of mouth. Always ask for a formal letter. Let it be agreed. What are the terms of service? What do they expect from me? Let them write it down. We expect you to come to church on so day, so time, so number of times. This is how much we will pay you. Also, you say, this is what I expect from church. Everybody should read it, sign. After get a lawyer there, sign. And this is what we agree on. So that I'm telling you the things I deal with behind the scene, that I can't even post these things online for sensitive sake. There are many places where it is word of mouth. Minister of music, head of choir said, she said, after 1 month, times have changed and there's nothing you can do because you're already in employment. So it's either you leave and go. Okay, so let everything be written. Even if you are coming as a volunteer staff these days, let everything be written. In this choir, we rehearse so number of times. This is what we expect from you as a choir member, as a member of this church. For example, my church, when I joined my church, at the beginning of the year, all the workers will be given a kind of terms of service. Workers will not pay though. Workers, they will give you that. As a worker in this church, we expect you to come to church 4 times every month for Sunday service, we expect you to wear the dress, we expect you to do this, we expect you to pay your tithe. If you know that there's any of these things you don't agree with, please don't sign. Don't sign. If you know that you cannot do all these things, just if they give you head of team, just decline. There's nothing wrong. Don't sign. Don't now get there and start fighting the system and start saying, why are they this? See, nobody can handcuff me into a system. Right now, if I have to join a church or do anything, I will give them my terms. They will give me their terms. If we don't agree, there's no problem. Everybody goes home. All right. So it's very, very important. Let everything be spelled out in black and white. What is expected? There are pastors that are probably listening to this right now. MDs that are listening to this. Please don't deceive people that are coming into your music teams. Don't deceive them. Don't tell them that, you know what, we just want service and then just one. No. You already know in your mind that you are telling them to come and do one service. But in the next 3 months, you're trying to start doing 3 services. Tell them now that we are doing one service now. It's 2 hours. But by the month of June, we will start doing 3 services. And we expect you to be in the 3 services. Let them not say, okay, by that time, Mo, you can't be paying me the same amount you are paying me because I'll be giving more time, I'll be giving more effort, I'll be tired, or maybe okay, let's get an extra keyboardist because I won't be efficient after one service. There are some singers that after one service they have lost it, they are tired, they are not efficient again. All right, so you probably want to say, okay, you know what, maybe we'll have to get another keyboardist. Let all those things be clear that this is the amount of, there was a couple of weeks back, one of my guys told me that they wanted some singers in their church, paid staff. I asked the guy, how many days of rehearsal? How many hours? How much is the pay? When they said me, I said, no, this amount of time for rehearsal is too much for the amount of money you want to pay. Increase the money or reduce the rehearsal because I know that people will not come. So, see, I don't like deceiving. Let everything be clear from get-go.
Wow.
Very,
I
very
think
important.
this is a very, very important point. Let everything, either paid or volunteer, let everything be clear
Or
from the beginning. This idea of let them come in first, when they now see, they call something baptism of fire. When they come, when they now see it, they'll be baptized. They will now know. Let's be clear right from the beginning, from the auditions. This is how we are. This is what we do. This is everything, you know. I've seen cases of people attending audition. They will just say, don't worry, when you get inside the choir, you understand. When you get to the choir, you understand. And truly, when they now get into the choir, they say, Kilele, yes. It becomes, I know fit. So I think this is a very important point for both sides, both the choir executives and music directors, and also the attending choir member. Let there be an understanding between, okay, this is this. In this church, we pay, we don't pay instrumentalists. This is our belief, this is our stance. So everything is set out. So the grumbling is reduced because we have so many grumbling all around. I think
So many.
a few weeks ago I was talking to a keyboardist and was like, the next Sunday is going to go and carry the keyboard of the church, carry the speaker, and going to buy drums. Say, Mama, don't beg me. This is what I'm doing. I just came to tell you. So don't beg me. I said they are holding me 3 months. 3 months. I said, but did you write anything? Was there no a document to say there was nothing, but just word for my this is the problem. So I think that documentation is very important. Since it's something we have seen as something official, then I think we should document, either volunteer or not volunteer. Let there be a written document. Let there be a signature on something. Let there be a attestation that, okay, I agree to these terms. There might be added rehearsals towards the line. I'm ready to apply. Then uniforms too. I'm ready to buy these uniforms. I'm ready. Then you sign. So it's not as if they didn't tell me this one, or you lied that you didn't hear it anywhere when they were saying this. Oh, this is really, really impactful. Yes, someone said it's clear. So another question is that, how do you talk about? I've heard of people that simply join the choir because they want to serve God, as in they must serve. And what do you say about people like this? As in these people with this orientation?
So there's nothing wrong in you joining the choir to serve God. Basically, everything we do in church is to serve God and to worship Him, and to advance the ministry and advance the kingdom of God through the ministry that we join. But wanting to join a choir to serve God is not enough. It's not enough because music is not, music is not like every department in the church. All right. And I see this happen many times. People say that why are singers saying that they want to be paid? Why are them saying they want to be paid? Why should ushers to say they want to be paid? See, let's be serious. Oh, don't let me change it for you. Oh. Let's be let's be serious. Oh, you cannot be comparing choir and ushering and sanctuary. Please, do you know what it takes to be a professional singer, a professional keyboardist? You are looking at nothing less than 10 to 15 years of practice and work. Let me paint this scenario to you. Anybody, you can join a church today and you will join sanctuary team today. What's in the sanctuary? They will tell you to arrange chairs. You will mop the floor. Abi, you will clean the chair. You will clean the auditorium. What is in ushering? They will tell you to stand there. Direct people to this seat. You have never done ushering before in your life. You have never done sanctuary before in your life. You can join a church today and you will join those teams today. You start functioning today. If you have never played keyboard before or sang before, you can't join a church today and start playing keyboard today and start singing today. Now, lie. You will rehearse, you will play for at least 10 to 15 years of playing several songs, scoring songs, listening to songs every day, playing in several programs before you can say you are good and you can go anywhere to play. So you can't be comparing music team and other departments. No, music is a job. There are people that are bankers and they will come and join ushering. Music is a job. So this thing of I'm coming to serve God. Yes, you're coming to serve God, but if you don't have the skill, you cannot function. All right. So coming to serve God is not enough. You must also have the skill that it takes to function in that office. I understand this, that in the music team, we are raising musicians for the music industry. The choir is a place where we are raising people, men and women, that will go and influence the music industry. So you are not just here to just sing special number on Sunday. That is too mean. I cannot be part of a choir that all you are doing is just special number on a Sunday. There has to be a bigger vision. There's a music and entertainment industry out there that needs believers. Are you not tired of the junk that is out there? Are you not tired of the lewd music, the nakedness in our music? Are you not tired of the fact that we don't have anybody to do correct music videos? Are you not tired of the homosexuality and all the things that we see on screen? The music team is where we raise people that will be able to go and impact that industry. So if you are coming and you just want to serve God and you just want to sing special number on Sunday, we give God praise for you. But we are here to raise change agents. So it's bigger than special number. It's bigger than doing a song before the pastor comes up. That is awesome. But if that is all we see, we are of all men most miserable. We are of all men most miserable. So we appreciate the fact that you want to serve God, but you have to understand that there's a bigger picture in God's mind. God needs change agents. So that is the reason why we emphasize skill. That is the reason why we emphasize a lot of training. That is the reason why, if you can, I was saying it in the training I had yesterday, if you want to join a choir and you cannot sing on key, please go and sit down. We don't hate
She's
you.
rocking the table.
Go and sit down. Serious. Except you want to join the choir to be praying for us, and if you can pray for us, or to be helping us to organize costume, or to be helping us to do administration. But if you want to get up on that stage and hold the mic, then you must be able to sing on key. I'm not expecting you to do riffs and runs like Kimburel or Kiera. My basic thing is, if I play a key, you must pick it. Sing on key. You must be able to sing on beats. You must be able to do simple. You must know your part and sing on that part. Those are basic things. It is not too much. It's this part of the world that we think is too much. It's basic. It's basic. It's like you want to drive. I want to be a driver. There are basic things that you must know as a driver. You must know how to move on a straight line, how to reverse. I mean, it's basic. If you cannot drive your car on a straight line, what are you doing on the road? You want to kill everybody now? So it's just too basic. Too basic. So if you cannot do these things, go and sit down. Go and learn how to do it. Don't say that they don't want you to serve God. Because the truth of the matter is that if you don't know how to sing on key, you get on stage now. Keyboardists will play F sharp and hold the chord. Because your hearing is not on point, you will go and sing on another key. We will not be looking for you. We will not be pressing F sharp, going to G, going to A flat, trying to find where you are. We will not be saying, no, you put frustrate all of us. Okay? It's only in church that we bring all of these things together. The secular world does not have time for you. They don't have time for all of these things. So please, we know that you want to serve God, but the choir is bigger than you want to serve God. There are plenty of departments to serve God now. There's prayer unit, there's evangelism, there's sanctuary, there's ushering, there's protocol. Okay, all of those things are there. You can serve God in those units, but if you don't have the skill for music, please don't join. Oh, I know I can sing a little, but it's not defined. Then go and train yourself. It's that simple. Let me round this off by this. This is where many MDs make it. I want every MD listening to me here to listen very well. And perhaps there are also pastors or assistant pastors here that are fond of forcing people. Somebody joins your church today, you carry them and force them and say, MD, this person must join choir. This is where you make the mistake. So somebody joins your choir that the person is lower in music standard than all the other people that are in your choir. They can't sing well. You cannot close your eyes and give them the microphone, that they should be the ones to lead the mic. They now join the choir. Because you are not confident of their capacity, you don't give them the mic. You keep on giving the mic to other people. After a while, they will say that the choir is being built around certain people. After a while, they will start getting angry that the MD is biased. They don't allow me to lead songs. MD, now you cause them. Now you cause them. You already know from the beginning that this person cannot really sing well, cannot really lead songs well, cannot really harmonize well. But you want choir to move from 10 to 15 members immediately. So you ask them to join. They are in the number. There are plenty there. But the day Yetunde does not come, you will not give Yemisi the mic to replace Yetunde, because you know that Yemisi cannot sing well. You will rather cancel the part and say, for this song, let us bring Yemi from tenor to come and sing alto. So Yemisi is wondering, why are they bringing Yemi to come and sing my alto? Because Yetunde is not around. What is happening? Because MD knows that Yemi is good. Yemi can sing all parts. And he knows that Yemisi is a beans cooker. People that can't sing parts, we call them beans cooker. They cook beans. They cook beans. Yeah. The day you are wondering why they are only using 3 people to lead praise and worship, MD, now you cause them. You already know that this person cannot lead praise and worship. You say they should come and join worship team. Now they are angry that
causing drama everywhere. They don't sabi yet. They also do.
So please, let's take it though.
This is real stuff. This is just reality. You think it's just your choir? No, everywhere. It's everywhere. And the people and these are fundamental. These are foundational truths. These are fundamental. I think in the bit of having quantity, we have compromised quality. Everybody wants mass choir where you stay on choir. Our choir is plenty, but we have compromised quality, and it's something I don't know. Do we use quality to judge how good quantity to judge how good the choir is? Is it about quantity? There might be plenty. I've seen a 1,000 man choir. I've seen a 2,000 man choir. But I don't think that the quality-wise is that there are some churches that have massive choir, but they have compromised quality at the long run, because it's just there. This abuse stuff. God help us. God help us. So, and you said something when you were speaking right now about pressure of people joining choir, because you were talking addressing to music directors about maybe pastorate pressuring others to join them when they are not up to the standard. Now, as a music director, how do you handle such? Because this is one thing that happens. That I've been in that situation before where this person must join, but this person cannot stay. Okay, no, anyhow you can do it. The person must join, and it was like. So how do you save the director? Please save us.
So the first thing is, if they are employing you as MD, before you accept the office of the MD in that church, have a talk with either the minister in charge or the pastor. Ask them what their recruitment policy is. Find out that, okay, Is it that you will come one day and say, this is Janet, the daughter of the chief
Hey, hey.
financier of the church. Is our father that built the auditorium that we are building in Aja right now. You must be in the choir. Find out those things. Let it be clear that, pastor, there's a process for joining this choir. This is the process. This is what I want to build for this church. Everybody must follow this process. You cannot force anything. Do that from the beginning to save yourself of the stress. But perhaps you are now in and this is happening. One thing you can do is walk up to your pastor one-on-one. Pastor, I respect you, sir. Sir, this and this and this cannot work for this and this and this and this reason. I'm not trying to fight you, but I'm just trying to let you know you put me in this job as MD because you believe I can do this. This cannot work. It's not good for us to do this because it will lay a bad precedence. If you pray and if you talk to your pastor very well and your pastor is mature and is not a balu choir, balu church, they will listen to you and they will get your point. But if they start doing that consistently, my brother, my sister, it is a sign that start preparing to jackpot from that place, because there's fire on the mountain top. You have to run away. So start preparing, okay? Because see, okay, there was a time a couple of years back that I suspended some people from my choir. I suspended them from the choir because they did something they were not supposed to do. So my pastor and my pastor's wife noticed that for a while these guys are not singing. They asked me and I told them, yeah, there's suspension. One of them was on suspension for 6 weeks. No, for 6 months. One for a couple of weeks. And I told them, I said, this is the reason. They said, oh, wow, fine. They didn't interfere because they put me there to be able to maintain law and order. All right. So the moment your pastor starts getting to the way and it becomes consistent, that they start forcing people on you, or somebody messes up and you tell them that this person cannot sing. Why? We caught them in the club. They were doing this one, doing that one. Just gradually start preparing to leave. If you are in that situation, I've told you what to do. Start preparing to leave me, except you want to cope. We all have different coping capacities. You understand? It's just like relationship. There are some ladies that will stay in a relationship where the man is slapping them. Oh, he slapped me because he loves me. Today, he uses omorogun to hit their head. It's because he's trying to beat sense into my head. I know he will change. He loves me. There is no sin in leaving a place. There's no sin in leaving a church. Don't let anybody bobo you that if you leave the church, something will happen to you. No, you have left church. It's left church, you left. Okay?
Someone was asking, what counsel do you have for MDs who are already in this situation? I think you just answered that. Somebody asked, what counsel do you have for? I think you just answered that you have to have a talk with the pastorate, with the pastor and all that. If it consistently continues and they are hindering you from doing your job, I think they put you there in the first place, then I think it's time to jackpot, like what the tush said. It's really a tough one. It's really a plight for the directors. It's really a plight, and it has caused a lot of rift because people. I think the way pastorates sometimes view choir is like an active unit that anybody wants to keep in church that will stay in church, just put them there. So the motive or the function, or I don't even know the right words to put, has been compromised. I hope that we are listening to all this and we are able to get spread the word out there. Choir is not a place where we just gather to serve God. In as much as we are there to serve God, but if your whole motive of being a choir is just to serve God and you are not musically inclined, you have no business being there. There are other units you can join. Don't get there with that mindset and become a problem, because there are a lot of problems. And most of them have grown into ancestors in that place. They've been there for years. And sometimes they brag about it, that I don't have any business musically being here. I'm just here to serve my God. I know what.
Ancestors must
die
by fire.
What are you doing here? God help us. Oh, Tommy Tush, God bless you so much. So there's this question about someone asked me,
Thank you.
I'm already in this choir. I've entered one chance. I didn't see this. I think from afar it was so beautiful. What do I do? I want you to address this question. I know I'm in the wrong place now. Initially, I didn't think like that. So a choir member is asking you, a desperate choir member is asking you. So I want you to respond to this question.
So this is what I would say. Many times, people always talk as if it is the choir that is at fault and they are not at fault. I don't always agree 100%, because many times there's also a fault from you. You are coming to me now. You are telling me that choir is doing this, choir is doing this. I would also tell you that there are some things you are doing that are wrong. So if you are coming to me and everything you are saying is what MD is doing wrong or what church is doing wrong, you are not 100% right. Because if we do our findings well, there will be many areas where you are also wrong. Okay, so first of all, don't be a person that all you can see is other people's faults. Are you also 100% correct? If we ask your MD right now, would they be able to say good things about you as well? Are you totally perfect? Are you totally flawless? All right. But let's assume that you are not in that system. The first thing you do is to check yourself. Now, for example, they don't give you song to sing. They don't give you song to lead. But do you also wear costume every time? Do you come early every time? Do you when you are going to be absent, do you take permission? All right. Do you participate in everything that the choir does? Those things are very important. So let's say that you are in a wrong, let's say that maybe something serious is not happening in that place right now. There's politics, or they're even doing jazz. There are some music teams that the ladies have to bring rice and egg
Kula
with to
ministry.
MD before they can lead song. The cooler ministry. So on Wednesday, if you have sense, on Wednesday you pack cooler, rice, boil egg on top, put momo that are so pepper. Go and carry, say, my co MD Mikolo, this is for you, for not drop for MD. Make sure you add a chilled
Oh
bottle
my
of
God.
Zobo. Put it there by the side so that MD will be good. You just got that you are the one that will lead song in the coming week. If it's that kind of a place, leave now. You didn't tie your leg there. I like the church so much. And leave the choir and stay in the church now. And if there's wala, stay away from the church. Look, I don't know why we're always afraid to leave. Because we feel like we have spent a lot of years in a particular place, have invested so much. Look, people are people. Church is filled with people. People can decide to do different things. All right. There are people that, for example, that have been in a relationship and then after introduction they broke away because what they ordered for is not what they got. So you can't say that because you have done introduction, you will not go ahead and marry the person by force. No. So the same thing happens to a music team. You have been there for 10 years, some things are not happening, then take your leave, step back. Okay, if you can't handle it, see, if you are in a place and you're already getting bitter, if you are in a place and you are not connecting again, you're already entering into offense, please just leave. Don't even pray about it. Whatever you will settle it after you have left. Because you are not going to be blessed there. You'll be saying bad things about your MD and about the church and about the pastor, and God, you will be the one to suffer. So first of all, step back. Tell them you want to step back. When you step away, start working on your heart. Maybe your heart is wrong. Start praying and let God work on your heart. Heal up. Then decide what you want to do. But don't stay in a place and you are grumbling every time about MD. No. So if you are in a place, you have entered one chance, get out of the one chance that you entered now. Get
Get
out.
out in
In Jesus'
Jesus' name.
name.
Receive your
Amen.
deliverance rather than stay there. Sometimes when you sit with some choir
Amen.
members and see them murmur and grumble, and you just wonder, why are you here? You
Yeah.
don't like, obviously, don't like this place. You are not insane. You are always having a problem, issue with everyone, everything they say. Why are you here? Why don't you just leave? But maybe this mindset of God will angry
Exactly.
with me if I leave. This is where I must die and all that. Then why stay there and go to hell? Because it will be very shocking in heaven when we see that most of the people in heaven are choir members,
Yeah.
in hell are choir members. Honestly, really, because it's so, I don't know. Besha is a special unit, so we all know why. Anyway, somebody's asking a question. He said what? He said, I'm trying to read the question. He said, how do you handle a situation where they see you in the congregation and know that you are a good singer and start pressurizing you to to join the choir, but you believe the choir is not right for you. How do you?
Tell
When they
them,
say that,
tell
when they
them,
say you
tell
are
them that
proud, you are
you are
proud.
taking your
God will
time.
feel like you're not.
Let them say. See, one of the things you have to do is free yourself from what people will say. Free yourself from what people will say. The deliverance that many of us need is what people are saying and what people will say. Many of you are always too conscious of what people are saying. See, God freed me from this in a very, very serious way. God, I saw people, I heard people say things about me, and I know that it was not true. And God said, keep quiet. Now, that was one of the toughest decisions of my life. God said, keep quiet, don't say anything. So free yourself. Let them say you are proud. You know what God has told you. Do what He has told you. But at the end of the day, now God will all of us the report to. Forget that thing, all of us the report to God, though. So don't go and start joining because everybody say. No. If God says don't join that choir, don't join. Stay in congregation, do what He has told you to do. Let them gossip about you. Let them block you. Let them unfriend you. Let them be posting about you on WhatsApp. You know, people are very funny. They'll be posting on WhatsApp status. They will not be saying that some people are, they know you will see it. They're talking about you. They can't talk to you directly. They not post about you on WhatsApp status. My brother, read it and go away. It's affecting your mental health. Mute their status. Block their number. Nothing. No, you will not go to hell. Nobody will go to hell for muting people's WhatsApp status. Nobody will go to hell for blocking anybody or following anybody on social media. Don't allow anybody pressure you into doing what God has not called you to do. The Bible says that the Israelites wanted a king, so they got Saul. Saul was not exactly God's choice for them, but it was the people that made him to be king. So don't allow people to crown you, because if they crown you, they can also dethrone you. Don't allow people to make you what you are not supposed to be, because the day you join and you mess up, they are the ones that will criticize you and say, why did you join the choir? You are not even singing well. So don't allow them to
Wow,
pressure you. It's that
wow,
simple.
no
That's
pressure
simple.
from any quarters. Wow, I didn't know time has gone like
Yeah.
that. We can go on and on and on. I'm sure that most of us are really, really being impacted. I just want you to give us a parting word. I want you to speak to just a parting word on this issue before you join the choir, and for those who have already joined it, just give us a parting word.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I understand well that the choir that you belong to has a huge part to play in your music destiny. Please don't see, there are some decisions in life that are very, very critical. If you are a music person, who you marry, the choir you belong to,
Who you
those two
marry
things,
and the choir
very,
you
very
belong
critical.
to.
Who you marry as a music person, as a music minister, can affect your music destiny. It can affect how far and how fast you will go. Trust me, you want to know what is happening to many artists and many musicians, many music ministers in their relationship or in their marriage right now. You are wondering why some people are not doing well in music. They have not lost anointing. It is marriage or relationship matters. Very, very important. The second most important thing is the choir you belong to. Your choir can affect you. Many people have been discouraged from music because of what they experience in choir. So I'm begging you, I am on my knees in my heart, even though I'm not kneeling down right now, but in my heart, I'm on my knees. I'm begging you, don't rush yourself to join a choir. I know the money is juicy. I know that church, they have LED screen, they have wireless mic, they have in-ear monitor, they are all is big. You can do your live recording and concert there. They have big cameras, but don't allow that to bobo you. Don't allow that to bobo you. There are a lot of things happening, inside that you don't know. Take your time. All right, take your time. Take your time very well. Understand also that you have a music ministry aside of choir. So don't put your whole burden of your music ministry on your church. Very, very important. Don't expect that church will be the one to sponsor you and fund you. And so when they are not doing that, you are angry. No, 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 no. You must run your music ministry like you are on the street, like you are thinking as an artist. You're an artist. Whatever you are doing, you are thinking. Not every time you are saying, pastor is not supporting me, pastor is not giving me money. You are not the only one doing music in church. Number two, you are not the only one that needs money. There are people in that church that want school fees. So don't expect that because you want to release that pump, pastor will now give you 1 million. And so because of that, if you have all those expectations, please pocket it. They can sponsor you. But what I'm trying to say is that be prepared that even though I'm joining this choir and I'm expecting that they will support my music because I'm also giving to them, but I'm also going to run my music like I'm going to think. So you are trying to establish your team. Go and build a team in your church. Think promotion to promote your song for your concerts. It's only your choir members, your church members. Don't be a contact and leave and only advertise to your church members. But when you come, you will not be angry and support me. They did not come to my concert. There are 8 billion people in the world. How many of them know that you have a concert on your street? There are 150,000 people on your street. How many of them know that you have a concert? Not like you go to all the hands on your street and one person comes, you all will be filled up. Why are you putting pressure on your church members? Okay, these are the things that I want to have in our mindset as a church. All right, I'm not putting pressure of all that I'm doing my church on my pastor. Yes, I have expectation, and but I'm not going to put that whole burden on them. That's not fine. Okay? Because the way God called my pastor, the way God called my pastor is going to be, I should also run my ministry. Okay, I should go to him when I need counseling, when I need support. I should let him know, but I must not put the whole burden on him.
Wow.
This is what I would say.
Wow. This is loaded. This is really loaded. Thank you so much, Tommy Tush. Thank you so much. Let's really appreciate Tommy
You're
Tush. I
welcome,
know
man.
we have all been blessed. Thank you so much. We love you. And please go and add him up on your social media. Every music person, you need Tommy Tush in your life. Trust me. You need Tommy Tush. You need Tommy
You
Tush,
need
really.
you
He's
need
my coach. Yes, he's my coach, he's my mentor. Please go add him up. There's a book out there for every music director, for every musician. Trade secrets for top performing music teams. This is a great book. In fact, this is a very great
teams.
book. I
Yeah.
recommend it for every choir. Please follow him on social media page and
Yeah.
let him be a blessing to you. And so many programs are lined up. He has so many trainings for music, for musicians, for choir members, for choir trainings and all that. He's the guy to call.
Yeah.
Trust me, he's the guy to call. Thank you so much, Tommy. You can take your leave now. Thank you so much. God bless you. We appreciate it.
Thank you,
Thank
ma.
you so much.
God bless
Thank you
you.
so
Thank
much.
you, ma.
A privilege. A privilege. Yes. Thank you all for coming in, for joining. I'm sure that we have all been blessed. I'm sure everyone has one or two things to take home, to think of, to meditate on, and to make right decisions. This is why we are here. This is why we do what we do. This is for the kingdom. We don't want dramas anymore in our choir. We want to eradicate it to the barest minimum. Enough of coming to a choir and saying that this is not what you bargained for and start denying and start causing trouble. It was better you never came than coming there and scattering the place. Day your day. Please, I'll say it again. Day your day. In fact, my choir presently, before I joined, we were privileged to have audition, what they call IT, yes. Doing that IT was so intentional for me. I was watching, I was observing, I was seeing everything. I told my husband, if I see anything that looks like toxicity, because I know I can smell it already from wherever I was coming from, I would take off. I don't want stress. I just want to serve God. I want to be a blessing. I want to serve God. I want to be happy with people around me. I just want, that kind of I don't drama. I'm not interested. And thank God for that 4 weeks I was able to watch, and I see that it's just normal. Whatever it is, the craze no plenty. Trust me, there's craze everywhere. So in that craze, it just small the iceberg. Trust me, there are choirs and there are choirs. So please, whatever craze going on in your choir, don't think that your choir is the worst choir on earth. Trust me, for every craze in your choir, there are 10 times craze everywhere elsewhere. So appreciate your choir, love your choir, and above all, pray for your choir, pray for your music director, pray for the executive. It's not easy sitting on that chair. It's not easy commanding, or it's not easy leading people, especially people who seem to, be up there or down there or older or younger. It's not easy, whatever capacity, talk less of handling women. I know that women are dominant in choir. So please, don't go there and cause drama. Take your time to pray. Like Tommy Chu said, be observant, ask the right questions, and ask yourself, even having seen all these weaknesses and all that, can I go? Can I go there? Can I submit? Can I obey? If I'm corrected, can I receive it? Can I be humble? Can I do this? And if you see truly you cannot, please, God will not be angry with you. Don't go. God will not be angry. It is better, personally, this is my belief, it's better to sit down in the congregation and know that you are making effort than to join the choir or any other unit and cause drama and go straight to hell. And it is better, I'll repeat myself, it is better to sit down in the congregation, serve your God, and go to heaven than to join choir and now begin to develop enemies and now begin to fight and cause drama and go to hell. So which one is better for you? And I believe you smart to pick the right one. Serve God. You can serve God in choir, you can be happy, you can be joyful, you can be delighted. It's not a must that you must serve God and be grumbling. No. Grumbling and service, they're opposites. They don't go hand in hand. You must serve God, serve Him with your time, with your talent, with everything. You must join that choir, join it with your heart open. And you see how God will bless you tremendously for it. So till I come your way again, join me, add me up, follow me on my social media and it's Shekinah T all the way. Shekinah T on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I'm going to save this video on my Instagram page. It's also going to be on my YouTube page so that you can as well be aware of the next time we're having this and the next guest coming up. I want you to just sit back and relax because this year is going to be loaded. We are not stopping this. This is a mandate for the kingdom until the drama is eradicated. And trust me, it can be done. And start with you. I love you so much. Thank you so much for coming. I love you. So from Shekinah T, I say bye.